Adler Oaks gives 2 awards a year to the Sound Espressivo. It's called the James Adler Audience Favorite Award. And I do not participate. Thank you for putting that up. I don't vote, folks. I don't want to have a say in who earns the award. That is an online competition, but I'm on the stage of Carnegie Hall. There's a Wild Recital Hall at Carnegie Hall with Dr. Anna, and we discuss it, and I invite the audience to vote to make sure that they participate and that they have a say in the award. And it was so popular that we also created the J&S Silver Medal Award. It's the James Scott Silver Medal. So this way, people who earn, it's up to the judges for these competitions, but for the online award, it's very important that, in my way, Adler Oaks is giving something back.
That's so wonderful. It's very generous of you.
Thank you very much.
And it's just one of the very little things that anybody could do to help just inspire young people trying to just get ahead in the arts. And it's like, oh, there could be a prize, there could be just some great recognition, and you never know what comes of prizes sometimes. I mean, even if there isn't money, or even if there is, I mean, someone might be listening, be like, hey, I know that you won this prize, or I know you were runner-up for this prize. I like you. I want to hire you. And there's so many great things that could come from that. And the recognition itself goes such a long way in the bigger scope of things. This is very generous for you to help, lay this track down. And
it's Scott's and my pleasure to do this. It's a way of giving something back. And what you and Anna are doing is very, very noble.
Well, thank you. We've been loving just putting these events together and just listening to all the glorious music and
amazing young talent of young and young at heart. So let's not just limit it to under 13. You have many categories.
Oh,
and
yes.
Very, very good.
We've had those kids that can sit at the piano and they can't even reach the pedals, and they play like they're in charge of the universe or something, and jump off the bench. They're 5 years old. We've had it all, and it's just great. Yeah, so we're at Carnegie actually on April 1st and 4th, and April 1st will be a recital, and April 4th will be with the orchestra. I should mention also, April 1st we have the Boston String Ensemble, string ensemble of like 20 kids, and they're just wonderful. They're going to start out the program, and we also have the Leonard Quartet from Washington, D.C. They're going to be presenting many modern compositions for string quartet. It's going to be really great. And then, of course, all the selected auditionees that play wonderful, and then we do it again on the 4th with orchestra and with James's piece and with all this wonderful music. I'm just getting too excited that I'm rambling. I tend to do that when I'm excited. So that's less than a month away. Wow. Okay, we got some work to do. James, I have to ask, for our viewers out there today, how do you keep up with this lifestyle? I mean, are there any secrets that you have to just managing your life and still keeping up with your writing and your practicing and time to do the show? Is there any words of wisdom that you'd like to share?
I don't recommend this, but I give up sleep. It's as simple as that.
Excellent.
Some nights I'm working up until 12:30. Scott isn't thrilled with that, but I'm also, as you know, I'm on the faculty at St. Peter's University, and running a very special class. I've been doing this now for well over 30 years. About 36 years. It's either live performance art or live musical art. We alternate every other year so that students can repeat it. And I take them to live events and Broadway shows and dance, and sometimes they get to hear Professor Adler perform. But I always tell them, on that day, I will not be your professor, I will be your guest performer. So somebody once wrote, Professor, will you be taking attendance? I said, yes, from the piano. I will sing.
I've done that. Look out in the crowd, back who's not here. Yeah.
No, it's actually new. Here's the new thing. Remember you had the old sign-up sheets where students had to sign in?
Oh yeah.
Some of my colleagues in the Department of English came up with this. No, we don't do it that way. I asked them to take a selfie in the hall that day, send that, and then submit the report to Blackboard. I use Blackboard for all
Yeah.
the report submissions. So to do it that way, and I said, and they said, what about if we get a picture with you afterwards? I said, oh, then you get bonus points.
Nice. Oh
Grab me.
wow.
So that's the new way.
Yeah, and you get the picture.
And I get a,
So,
and they get a grade.
yeah, yeah, that hidden bonus right there is the picture with you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, how wonderful. Well, and this has just been great. We have the rest of that composition that we haven't heard yet. We played the first part at the beginning, and we should hear the second part now. So let's hear the master perform a little bit more here.
Thank you so much.
So it's time for me to introduce Anne de Boisson, our featured guest for today's program of music and musicians around the globe. After a childhood shaped by travels, Anne de Boisson quickly moved towards composition. She is a winner of the first prize at the International Competition Music and the Earth in composition in 2013. She received a state commission from France for a quintet for cellos as part of the commemoration of the centenary of the 1914 through 1918 World War. This piece was created in presence of more than 80 UNESCO ambassadors. And then she received another state commission from the Army Brass Band, who performed at the annual gala concert of the Land Forces 2018. She's a winner of numerous residencies highlighting composers in France, Israel, Belgium. She had a chance to regularly be invited to festivals to participate in professional meetings as a jury member, and has composed music for some 50 audiovisual projects, including a feature film, The Taste of Apples in Red, is Red, and we will hear a clip of that music in our today's program. She won numerous awards and special mentions in many film festivals. And in 2021, she released her second album entitled Fusion. And again, we'll hear a little bit of a presentation from that album. These are all her own compositions. She also regularly performs in the recitals all over Europe and France, Switzerland, Germany, Sicilia, Sardinia, and many other countries as a pianist and a composer. And together with her fantastic sister, who is a violinist, and we'll hear some of their duo today as well. And just a week ago, I was privileged to hear Anne's fantastic composition, Metamorphose, performed no other stage but at Carnegie Hall, and it had a great success at Carnegie Hall. Was received by the audience with great warmth and performed by a flutist from Austria and a harpist from Juilliard. Now I would like to invite Anne to join me in the studio. Anne, it's a great pleasure to have you with us. Welcome. Thank you for taking time and joining us from France.
Thank you so much for this introduction, Anna. Thank you. I'm so excited to be there. It's so nice.
Wonderful. And I have so many questions which I want to ask you. As a very successful and very young composer, that's a dream come true for many people. So first of all, this was such a great success of your piece at the Carnegie Hall. I was there. The audience was on their toes the entire time. The performance was beautiful. I wanted to ask, why did you select this particular piece, the Metamorphose, to be performed at the Carnegie?
Oh, it's a good question. Actually, Metamorphose has a special history because it was a piece that was commissioned, ordered by the flutist Elisabeth Most, who played at Carnegie Hall
I met her
ago. Yeah, exactly.
She's a wonderful flutist and such a nice person. Fantastic. It was such a great pleasure.
Yeah, fantastic flutist. Yeah, we know now for quite 4 years. And yeah, so she commissioned this piece 2 years ago. And it was performed as a world premiere in the wonderful church in Austria. And this church was fantastic. Church, and I remember, with a fantastic stained glass. So it was in Salzburg. And composing this piece was a full joy to me, and very, very emotional experience. And with this piece, I try to explore different kind of sounds and different way of playing, as well with the flute as well as with the harp. And so yeah, when Elizabeth sent me a few months ago the flyer of the Progressive Musicians competition, it was absolutely obvious that I had to select this piece.
That's wonderful. I heard, yes, there are some new techniques of playing the flute and the ensemble with harp, but I believe there's also like a program of the piece. It moves from one movement to the next one. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, it's actually constructed like a story, and you have the torment, the torture with some difficulties in the second movement, and the third movement is like the hope, the joy, and an inner dance in the feelings.
Fantastic. It was very interesting. The title really carries the story, and it was really good to have the title corresponding so closely with that piece so people could understand what the changes are about. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly. And what I love is to tell a story and to fully, when I compose, one of the main features of my own musical composition and words is to fully immerse in the experience of the atmosphere and ambience. So I like to enter in my own mood. I'm telling a story in my mind, and I'm just telling the story in my music,
And you sure do. And I want to congratulate you with your piece being selected for the performance at the Laureates Gala concert at Carnegie Hall. Because, the entire jury, I'm not part of the jury, but I know the results. The entire jury voted yes for your piece. There was not even one maybe in there.
Oh, that's so nice. And
everyone
nice
was
to
so
hear.
impressed with that composition. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, I composed this piece with all my heart, and so it's really great to hear that. Thank you so much.
Yeah, and I don't know if you're aware, but as a composer, you were also entered in the pool of candidates for the Adler and Adler Oaks
I didn't know
Audience
that.
Favorite Award. We don't have the results yet. We will be announcing them this Sunday. So
Okay.
stay tuned. You're in the pool of that, and the audience already made their vote. The voting is
Okay.
closed, so we'll find out. I can't wait to find out who won. Yeah. I want to show our audience a little clip of the
Yeah.
fusion where I believe you perform with your sister.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Let's watch this clip.
Perfect.
now I would like to offer you to watch a clip of another composition by Anne. The Taste of Apples is Red. That's a very intriguing title. So let's see what the music says. I also want to ask you a little bit about the practical side of things. You're not just, I don't want to say just. You're a fabulous composer, but you're also a successful composer. And you're also a very young, successful, fabulous composer. And for a lot of people who really love music, love composition, it's always a difficult question of dedicating a lot of time to the profession and not knowing what the practical outcome is going to be of it. So you get a lot of commissions and a lot of opportunities to make your music not only beautiful, not only yours, but also serve the purposes of collaboration, and hopefully you get paid for at least some of it, building your career. So I want to ask you how you do that, and what would you recommend to others who are maybe stepping on that path or considering that path, maybe possess a great talent, but people who want to know how to also manage their careers so that it is successful.
Yes, it's a very, very important question, and I would say, I think as a composer, it's important, it's very good to have more than one string in your bow, and that's why I'm a composer for the stage. I compose a lot with for my sister and I, and perform a lot. Because it's a way to share your music, to share your composition, to be recognized, and so on. I'm also a composer for films, as you understand, and it's another kind of way to be recognized. And yes, I think the most important thing is to meet people, to participate to composition also, because it's a very, very good way, like now it's a fantastic way to be recognized, to be seen, and this is important. If you are in your bedroom, nothing is going to happen. So it's very important to share your music and to be not shy with that. I remember when I was a kid, I started composing when I started the piano. For me, it was my way of talking, and I was a bit shy. It was my secret garden at the beginning, and now when I see the joy I can share and the joy it could be to listen my music, it just give me the energy to continue and so on. So yes, I mean, of course it's a difficult path, and you have to be patient, you have to be curious to always to be
Persistent?
yeah, to be resistant. Yeah, you're right, to be resistant
And persistent.
and persistent. It's very important to be persistent, because yes, I'm young, but I'm on the composition market for a long time, and I never give up, never. And it's very, very important, because but for that you have to be completely passionate with the composition. It's very, very important. Otherwise, you have to stop.
It's not worth it. The trouble is not worth it unless the passion
exactly.
carries you through.
Yeah.
What a wonderful advice to everyone. And you're so
Yes.
wise, and you're so experienced. And like you said, this is, I agree with every word you said. This is a great advice to everyone.